In today's video, I will show you how simplicity can transform your life, how it could even transform this day completely. You could have a much more exciting, free, accelerated day that brings you much closer to what you actually want. If you apply this principle of simplicity, it can change everything. It has changed everything for me because I have tended as well to overcomplicate a lot of things. And the only solution in those moments was actually after I just couldn't see the trees through the forest anymore. I got all my pennies in a twist, like I didn't really know what to do. All I could do was just surrender to the most simple answer that there was. It's a sort of applying Occam's razor. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. This is like a scientific thing that usually the most simple explanation is the right one. Now there are some nuances to this, but at least the essence of it is very powerful. It's the same how Leonardo da Vinci said that simplicity is the highest form of sophistication. It's, you could say in that sense, the greatest intelligence, the purest intelligence, if you want to make that distinction. But then the question becomes, Max, how can I apply this to my own life? How can I apply this maybe to the framework of IMX, or how can I simplify my relationship or my career or my spiritual journey, or in a sense, cleaning out my closet, maybe physically or maybe just energetically? Well, it is quite simple because the simplicity, the frequency of simplicity is something that you want to view, whatever perspective you have a question about, you want to view that from the vantage point of simplicity. So if you're struggling in a relationship, you have a complicated dynamic, maybe with your partner or with somebody else, and it's just you have no idea how to resolve it, then my recommendation would be to just, what would be the most simplest? And another way of saying is, what would be the most purest? And then whatever arrives, act on that. It might be just tell them how you feel. And then of course the mind, no, I can't do that because of this and that reason and here and this, that perspective. If that is the way that you want to live, then live that way. But the beauty about simplicity is that it unifies us. It makes things simple, direct, and in integrity again. You need to do maths, to compare, to measure yourself with others or certain situations. But if you just have one, if you just have one law, one way, as I often say, just one pure desire. Purity of heart is desiring only one thing, as Kierkegaard shared. Simplicity, just bring it to the point. And you can apply this to anything, how can I simplify my day-to-day? How can I make my day more pure, more direct? How can I, when I maybe have to make a choice, okay, what am I gonna do now? I could do this and blah, blah, blah. Just make it simple. What does your heart truly want right now? And then act on that. And then maybe your mind overcomplicates it again, and then just return to the simplicity, the purity of your own heart, my friend. This is the only thing you need. And it can liberate you so much. I would love for you to apply this to different areas in your life, but what I want to encourage in this video is choose the hardest topic in your life. One topic right now that you might have no idea about how to deal with it. Maybe you're making a big decision, should I sell my house, or should I move to another country, or should I follow this course, or should I do a free one-on-one with IMX, or whatever it might be. Maybe just a bigger choice, something that has been in the, sort of always there. It's a little bit the elephant in your room in your life. Maybe you have anxiety or any of these things, and then see how you can apply this, simplifying things, purifying in a sense things, unifying it, how this can apply to that. Because if you can apply this to the most difficult, challenging challenge in your life at the moment, then you can apply it anywhere else. That is why I'm actually encouraging you to start there. But if you feel that is too much or it doesn't work, you can also start with something small. What am I gonna eat tonight? What is the most simplest, easiest path of least resistance answer? And the more that you practice this, and this does require practice, the more simple you become, the more streamlined you become, the more honest, the more transparent, the more sincere. I would say the more lovable you become, because you just don't overcomplicate it. You're just who you say that you are. And this is also what I want to end this video with, is with I am X. How simple I am X can be. And just to apply it to this situation, if you don't think you are necessarily someone who is in general pure or make things simple, maybe you believe you are someone who makes things complicated, well, I invite you right now to use the tool of IMX to claim that you are, I am simplicity. I am that frequency of simplicity. I'm not trying to be that frequency of simplicity. I am just simple. I am just direct. I am as I am. And you use that IMX sort of as a tuning fork to attune yourself with that frequency of simplicity. And you can apply it because simplicity, in a sense, it's also very aligned with the frequency of unity or purity, or you could even say honesty. So if you want to embody more of those qualities, just claim yourself as those. I am that. It's the same thing as saying I am X. And as you say X, you highlight that frequency, that state of being. You assume the jacket, the frequency of simplicity. In that sense, you just put on the mask just to try it on, or just the clothing, the outfit of simplicity. Just ask yourself, what would it be like to be simplicity? What would it be like to be purity? What would it be like to be the purest I have ever been? And then by just asking that question, the frequency arises. And then you just, like a tuning fork, you just place your attention on it. And then it sends out the vibration into your being, and you unify more with that. It integrates more into your being. So just practice it with me. Just be open, just be receptive to the frequency of simplicity, purity, whatever word you prefer, directness, honesty, and just claim, I am X. I am that. I am. And then you just gently keep highlighting that frequency. And maybe, and this is what we'll dive into in other topics, maybe this is possible with every frequency. Maybe you want to embody a frequency of luxury or wealth or abundance or any of these things. And then I just recommend you to ask yourself, what is truly my soul frequency? Like, what is the frequency that is closest to my heart currently? And then to just start identifying yourself as that. Identify yourself with that which you want to be. That is all. That is IMX. And I will go much further into this in future videos, but I'll leave it at that for now. Enjoy the simplicity, let it transform your day, and have fun. I'll see you in the next video. Stay true, my friend.